Hi, I was wondering, when you guys first became actors on the show, like, what did you think about the fandom? Did you think it was, like, kind of weird, or...
What do we think about the fandom?
Yeah, like, when you first started acting on the show, and you first found out about the fandom.
I remember when I did my first episode, it was about to air, and the writer, I had been on Twitter for, I don't know, a couple of years probably, I had like 10 followers, and the writer was like, SPN family, please welcome Brianna Buckmaster to the episode. And like, I was still getting notifications every time somebody tweeted at me on my phone, and it just was going, and my husband and I were like, what the fuck is happening? I had no idea what was happening. I was like, Twitter, and I just was on Twitter that afternoon. I was just like, who are these people? Why are they talking to me? But I remember it was that first moment of like, oh shit, this is a big deal, man. And even then, I think after that episode, like I think I gained like 800 followers, and that was a lot to me at that time. And now I'm so internet famous. Just kidding.
Well, I mean, after everybody saw our boobs, yeah, sure.
I'll be as naked as you want on the internet. I do not care. Nasty woman right here.
The first time, I didn't know anything about it on the show, but then my first convention, I came out and I was convinced you all thought I was someone else. I'm not kidding, I'm like, what?
Is there someone behind you?
God, I've got really bad news for you. Really bad news for you. I'm not Sam Smith. Like, thank you for that, but I'm just Kim Rose. Like, no, me Kim Rose. Is there another Kim Rose? Like, seriously, people are like, whoa! I don't know what I did. Fuck, now I gotta do something. I'm still trying.
Yeah, I had a pretty interesting transition. So once I got on the show, I didn't really know about the fandom. I remember Jared mentioning about fan conventions, but like not knowing what creation was or what that meant. I just thought it was like, oh yeah, like the Comic-Con events. And my first episode aired, and I watched it with my roommates. And then there was this moment where I started recognizing the posters of Jared, Jensen, Misha on the walls that have been there for like 2 years.
Your apartment walls.
Well, at this house that I've been living in for 2 years. Turns out, my roommates were hardcore Supernatural fans. And I had no idea. So, there was this transition where we're like, we don't know how to act around each other. But then I was like, no, we've known each other for years, this is weird, so let's just, go back to normal again. And they just kind of explained the whole fandom to me, and, it was a really smooth transition because of that. Yeah, they just binge watched the entire show, right before I was on it, and they didn't even know I was on it, because it wasn't just like another show that I worked on for me. So it was fun.
You were house famous after that.
Oh yeah. I still remember seeing, what's Jared doing on your wall? I didn't click in my head.
Okay, we're gonna go with the question.
When you started on Supernatural, there were already conventions going and happening. Did you ever think that you would be on a convention ever for Supernatural? And what was your first convention, and what was it like for you, the first one?
The first convention I went to was in Birmingham about a year and a half ago. It was wonderful. It's the reason that I'm doing these conventions now is because you guys kind of initiated me into a great convention, and obviously it's the Supernatural fans themselves are the reason that make it so great. But the first convention was extremely overwhelming. I mean, there was a lot of people in Birmingham, probably, I don't know, more than 1,000, 2,000 people, and it was chaotic and crazy, but it was so much fun. The energy was there. I remember sitting on stage, I was scared. I had a beanie on, and I was just like, yes, what's your question? I was so scared, but now I get to come up here and it's just fun. I like to be involved with the fans. I like to, try to show a piece of myself while I'm here. So the conventions are fantastic. I never, to answer the other half of your question, no, I never thought I'd be invited to a convention. Only doing 2 episodes of the show, I didn't expect to have such great feedback from the fans, but the fact that I do is amazing. So thank you guys, thank you for letting me be.
Just wondering what it's like, just for both of you, what it's like to be part of the Supernatural family, even though both of your characters
are long gone.
Not really on the show.
Long gone.
That you guys aren't technically on the show anymore, but you guys are still loved by everyone and accepted.
It's awesome. It's incredible. It's really incredible. And I think it sort of defies our ability to understand it. I mean, the fandom is so, you guys are so interconnected with each other and so supportive of the show and every element of the show, all the actors. That's amazing. I still have friends who will say, "Where are you going?" And I'll say, "Well, I'm going to this convention there. And there's literally, they'll say, dude, you had 4 episodes? What is that about?" And I honestly, I have no idea. I love it. It's just, you guys are so cool and so supportive, and we so appreciate it. So it's just fun to hear. It's amazing. It's an honor and a privilege. We're very flattered and touched. Someday they're going to figure it out, Robbie. One day they're going to put it together. Wait a minute. They're going to wake up from this dream and say, "Rich isn't on the show. Robbie's been dead for years. Why didn't we keep having them back? What the?" Don't tell Adam and Gary. They think we're still on the show.
My question is kind of related to you coming onto the show, but when you first were told that you had this part, how did you kind of react to seeing that it was a really interactive fan base compared to like a regular TV show on TV?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Yeah, it was really surprising to me because I've never been a part of anything like this. And my first convention, it felt, I didn't know what to expect. People told me it was great. Like I remember my first episode, Jensen had just come back from a convention and I didn't even know, they're superhuman because they do these things so frequently and then they go back up to Vancouver and they shoot and they're nice and considerate and easygoing on set. I don't know when they sleep. But he told me a little bit about why they love the convention so much, and it was really cool to hear about that. But then the actual experience of walking onto a I remember the first time, even though it wasn't that long ago. But it was this physical sensation of oh my gosh, there's so much love in these rooms, and so much support, and it was a relief to me to be able to come out here and be "I'm nice, I promise. I'm not a big meanie." And it's fun just to get to be yourself, and I love doing theater as well. And one of the things that I always miss in television is you don't really get to interact with the audience, and you don't get to hear what their experience of the story is. And I love that part of it. And so getting to see that on Twitter and then getting to come meet you guys in person is great. It's awesome because I don't like doing work in a vacuum, I like the back and forth of it. So I don't know what I did expect. I didn't know what to expect, but it has just been overwhelmingly positive, and I'm really, really glad to get to do these. And you guys are awesome.
All right, right here.
Okay, so first of all, I want to
Oh wait, she's gonna give you a mic. Look at this.
Okay.
Then everyone can hear you.
First of all, I want to say this is my first convention, and I came by myself from Buffalo, and
You're not alone.
Thank you. And I was so scared, but everyone, I posted on fan sites, and they were like, "Oh my God, you gotta come. We'll walk with you to your hotel. We'll sit with you when you're nervous," because I have really bad anxiety. And I think, I always heard that the fans were a family, and now I feel it. And it's
I actually have chills right now. Sorry.
so do I. And it has been the most incredible experience of my life.
I love that.
So thank you for that. And then I think we learned that from like watching you two and the way you act with each other and with the cast. And like even during like karaoke, everyone was just like, you could just see and feel like the love, and like I think I cried the entire convention.
You're welcome.
Good tears, good tears.
Second of all, what's the biggest thing you want us to take from this convention?
The biggest thing we want you to take from this convention? I think they're yelling Rob. No, don't take Rob. Leave Rob here. We need Rob for Burbank.
You're gonna find a lot bigger than me, though.
I think our big takeaway from this is, next time you go to another convention for another show, I want you to be terribly, terribly, terribly disappointed. I'm trying to set a high.
It's not going to be hard, guys. This is Supernatural convention.
I'm gonna go real. I'm gonna go real for a second. I want you to take away how much love there is in this room that we all have for each other. How many like-minded people have gathered because we're passionate about something. I want you to take that feeling back into your life, that love.
Robbie's spot on. Thank you, buddy. Right on.
I think a big part of what Rob is saying too is we had a new convention comer in our meet and greet earlier, and she said, I didn't even know anybody here. And I was like, until when? And she was like, last night, we had a couple new friends, we had a slumber party, it was awesome. So I think it's just that, like Rob said, it's a love fest, man. This is a supernatural love fest. Take friends, meet friends, travel with friends. Actually, everybody put a hand up in the sky like this, right? Every single person. Now high five somebody.
I got 2 high fives.
Why not? Share a high five or a hug, man. And that's what you should take from this.
The Supernatural family is living proof that people from all walks of life, all shapes and sizes, and all backgrounds can come together and have fun with one focal purpose on something positive. That's what the Supernatural family is, that's what the Supernatural universe is, and that is what we encourage you to take from this room out into the world and spread to those you know and love. That's what we want you to do.
Hi, I'm Macy.
Hi.
And I'm a really big fan of you guys. Holy shit, good luck. But, so just bear with me with this. Heck, y'all ain't gonna remember me, so why not? So can I sing you guys something? Would that be okay?
Sure.
Yay!
This is the first.
Hi. You ready now? Yeah. Okay. Holy shit. Sorry.
Yeah, we love you.
Still only a 30-minute show, though.
Before the song started, someone asked me one time, like, what the best part about Supernatural has been, and they were kind of, it was a very honest question, legitimate. They were like, all the support you get, it must be great. I was like, yeah, it's great, but my favorite part is seeing the support between people who haven't met, or, like I was saying to the first timers, like, it really is a family, so don't worry, we love it.
And don't worry, everyone will remember this and see you.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
No pressure, go ahead.
Okay. You are my saviors, my freaking saviors. You have saved me when skies were gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my saviors away. Hold up, there's one more verse. You are my family, my second family. You have saved me when monsters came. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take the salt away.
You better, because we all are. Thank you, Macy. Thanks, that was awesome. That was freaking awesome. You have a beautiful voice.
Well, you should be, because that's amazing.
Yeah. That's three. That
was awesome.
That was great. Thank you. In 10 years of this, 10 plus years of this, it's the first time I can remember anybody ever saying to us, how cool. Happy to have you in the family. Have you back. Holy shit, she loves me.
You know, a little fun fact, my grandmother sang me that song almost my whole life, until she passed away a couple years ago. So, good choice. Yeah. All right.
SPN family, meet Rachel. Rachel, say hi to your SPN family.
Rachel, my name's Aisha.
Aisha! Sorry, he was singing so loud. Aisha. Guys, say hi to Aisha. Aisha, you are our last question, so we'll drag you on stage and make you do it for everybody.
That was easy. Hey, give me your phone.
By the way, Kmart, have you met Aisha before? No. Got it. So, again, that's what I think is so freaking cool. Like, hey, you're on stage, give me your phone, I'll film you. I never met you before. That's why this is a family.
What is your last question?
My last question is, well, obviously Supernatural has a huge family and fan base, and I just want to know, how does it feel to be a part of this?
Oh, good one.
That's a great question. It's for me, it's humbling. Like, just happened, and we've never met, we've met, yeah, but to kind of feel a connection to somebody that it reminds me to see the best in people, and I think probably by extension try to see the best in myself. You know, understand that just small random acts of kindness can kind of make a big difference and make people happy. So for me, it's a huge blessing. I never would have thought auditioning for a TV show would have put me here 12 years later. So.
Yeah, I think humbling is certainly a great word to describe it. There's also something that just occurred to me: accountability. I could be selfish and live my life for me, but I know that I can't do that because I have children, which was, going back to the previous question, another one of those kind of aha moments when I'm like, oh wow, my life just isn't mine anymore. I get to share it with these children, but I actually get to share it with so many more people, and I get fueled by that inspiration to want to do better, and it seriously is just it's inspiration written on all of y'all's faces. So thank you.